Doing, yeah, we will be playing this game. I know what game it is.
He didn't have to.
I think it is. It is this, my friend.
Every head in the
Yeah, we playing Piggy 100.
just like that.
You see me Duke. I can't Duke. Lost this. I good at duking. Very. I'm good at duking. I'm chilling. Am I show you some hats? I'll show you some hats.
The cabin straightened around her. Conversations died mid-sentence. Phones low, but not complete. Eyes tracked his every step.
Dang. I won't show you my face. I ain't show you my face. I am chilling. Hello. Where is everybody? I'll see everybody.
What's going on? He asked, voice calm, controlled, carrying just enough weight to cut through everything without effort. Ryan spoke first, quick.
Okay, let me go right here.
Passenger in 1A refusing to comply with seating adjustment, Captain. Not a lot. Not the truth. Just enough distortion to make it usable. Captain Brooks's gaze shifted to Emily.
Oh man, I can't do it with me. Can do it with me. Look at everybody. Should be good. I don't look for people. Why? Yeah, I have made a video. Come on, hurry up. I get waiting. Why? Come on. People in here? No. No people in there. Oh yeah. I do some dancing music. Oh yeah. Dancing moving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are looking. I am looking. I don't think the other 200 players.
Still unmoving. No raised voice, no aggression, no physical reason to remove her. And yet, you've been asked to move, he said, tone changing just slightly. Less inquiry, more direction. Emily's eyes held his. No, she said. No hesitation, no explanation, just no. The word landed between them like a line drawn in concrete. Captain Brooks exhaled slowly through his nose. Ma'am?
Yeah, I know.
Slower, harder now. This is not a request anymore. Federal aviation regulations require passengers to comply with crew instructions. If you refuse, we will have to remove you from the aircraft. There it was. Not about the seat, not about right or wrong, about authority. Around them, the cabin tightened again, but this time, something was different. The woman in row 2 didn't look away. The man across the aisle leaned forward, watching closely. Someone whispered, "This isn't right," but no one stood. Not yet. Emily tilted her head slightly. "You're going to remove me," she said, almost as if confirming a detail of the contract. From the
Go.
Captain Brooks Brooks didn't answer directly.
I must die there. Oh, you get dive.
He said,
Oh, come here, come here.
different meaning now.
Come here, my game
Emily's fingers tightened
lagging.
just slightly around the strap of her bag, the only visible shift in her entire body. Inside,
Get
something
out.
had already decided.
What's a duke?
That you should do what you need to do, she said.
Eagle.
Not defiant, not emotional.
Yeah.
Fine. Captain Brooks held her gaze for a second longer than necessary. Then he
Eagle.
nodded once. Decision made. Ryan,
Eagle.
he said without looking away.
Eagle.
The words moved
Eagle.
through the cabin like a shockwave. Phones came up.
Eagle.
Not subtle now. Open.
I will be
recorded.
going.
A man in the back.
Yeah,
heard
I'll go back
his
and go.
everything.
Breaking.
Victoria leaned back, satisfied
Hey.
again. Control restored.
We will be
Order reestablished.
come
Or so
see.
she thought. Emily
After this game, we go to
didn't
play
argue, didn't
rival.
react. She simply reached
You
into
will
her
play
pocket
rival.
and pulled out her phone. Slowly, deliberately.
Yeah, this my
Someone who
friend.
had been waiting for this exact moment.
Oh,
The room watched her now.
get out.
Not as a disruption.
You ate
not
good.
as a passenger, but as
You
something
never
else.
will be good.
Something
Oh! Jade Mama died there.
balance of power, quiet and invisible until now, began.
You ain't getting me.
The moment
You would never
the
get
phone
me.
in her hand, the
Come on.
room leaned in
No,
without
no, no, no.
feel it.
Come on, I didn't see it trapped there.
Slow. Every eye locked onto something small and ordinary that
Okay.
suddenly didn't feel ordinary
I
at
have to
all.
get.
Ryan
Come
noticed
on,
it
it.
first. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to
I
put
will
that
do
away,"
part
he
2
said,
of this.
stepping closer, voice edged with control.
Yeah, we
Starting
going to
flat.
play rifle.
Emily didn't look at him.
Yeah,
The thumb moved
I'm
across
gonna
the
rifle.
screen, smooth,
Yeah,
familiar,
I did.
not rushed. For the record, she
Okay.
said, her voice calm but carrying. It's 3:12
My
in the
other
afternoon.
girl.
Flight
I have like
GS710.
the new
I'm being asked to
shotgun.
leave my assigned
I have the
first-class seat despite presenting a valid boarding pass. The words landed clean,
rifle.
precise, documented. A murmur rippled through the cabin.
The
louder
minigun.
now, less
Have
cautious.
the gun.
She's recording.
Have the key
Good,
BB
she
gun.
should. This is wrong.
I'll join with this one.
Captain Brooks stepped
I like
forward,
Joe,
his
but I
tone
can't.
sharp. Ma'am, recording
Oh,
crew
yes.
members without consent is not permitted. You need to stop immediately. Emily finally looked up, directly at him. I'm documenting
allowed.
interaction, she said, not interfering. There was no fear
Come on.
in her voice, no
Hey,
apology.
you will be in
just
my video.
That made it worse, because now this wasn't just a situation, it was evidence.
You in my video, you know.
Irritation flashing across her face. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, come on.
She snapped. Are we really entertaining this? She's
I
turning this
entered.
into some kind of spectacle. But the spectacle had already begun. 3 rows back, a young man held his phone steady, no longer pretending. Across the aisle, the gray-haired woman sat upright, watching like she'd witnessed something she'd seen before. Something she knew didn't end well. Ryan reached for his radio again, gripping it tighter this time. "Security's on the way," he said, almost to himself. Emily lowered her phone slightly, but didn't stop recording. Then, quietly, she made a call. No announcement, no warning, just one tap. She turned slightly away from the crowd,
Yeah, I
but
ain't
not
that
enough
good
to
at
hide.
it.
"Yeah," she said, voice low, controlled. "I'm at the gate. We have a situation."
I
Pause. Her expression
ain't that
didn't
good at
change.
this account.
"Go ahead without me," she continued. "Start the call. I'll handle this." She ended it. That was it. No explanation, no urgency, just certainty. Captain Brooks watched her closely now. Something in his posture shifted. Not fully, but
I
enough.
have to walk. I
"Who
have
did
to
you
walk
just
good.
call?" he asked. Emily slid the phone back into her hand, resting it lightly at her side. "Someone who needs to know what's happening," she said. The answer didn't satisfy him. It wasn't supposed to. Victoria let out a sharp laugh. "Oh, please," she said, waving her hand dismissively. "Everyone suddenly has someone important to call when things don't go their way." You not unified. The room was no longer full. That bothered him. Ryan felt
Let it go.
everything was slipping out of clean lines.
Nothing. I play my game.
Visible. He straightened again, trying to regain control. Ma'am, he said, projecting authority, you are delaying this flight. If you do not comply, you will be removed from this aircraft immediately. Didn't respond. Not right away. She looked around instead. Looked at the passenger. The
Yeah.
faces. Some uncomfortable, some supportive, some still undecided. She saw all of it. And then spoke. I'm not the one delaying this flight, she said. Her voice wasn't loud, but it cut through everything. Ryan froze. Captain Brooks didn't move. Even Victoria didn't interrupt. Because for the first time, the statement didn't feel like an argument. It felt like truth.
Dang it.
Truth, once spoken out loud, changes the air. Footsteps echoed
I would
from
do
the
it
front
good.
of the aircraft. Heavy, coordinated, security. The final escalation, the point of no return. Every head turned toward the sound. Emily didn't. She stayed exactly where she was. Calm, like someone who had
Dang
already
it.
calculated every possible outcome and already chosen
I have to get
hers.
better.
The two security officers stepped into the cabin with the kind of presence that made people sit up straighter without being told. Dark uniforms, measured movement, eyes trained to scan, not react. The lead officer, mid-40s, steady and unreadable, paused just inside the
I
outlet.
have to
His
such a
partner,
be
a
here.
younger woman named Elena Cruz, stood half a step behind him, already assessing the room. Phone tilted higher, whispers sharpened. This is it. They're really doing this. Captain Brooks gestured towards Emily without turning his head. The passenger.
Dang it.
Framing the outcome. Marcus didn't move right away.
He was at that level.
At Emily, at the boarding pass still in her hand, at Ryan, at Victoria, at the people recording. He had seen situations like this before, enough to know that the loudest version wasn't always the truest one. Ma'am, Marcus said, stepping forward, voice calm,
Yes.
respectful. Can I see your boarding pass?
Okay.
Emily handed it to him. No hesitation, no argument, just certainty. Marcus studied it carefully, longer than anyone else had. His eyes flicked to the digital stamp in his hand. He looked up. This shows seat 1, not to Emily, but to the room. A shift. Real. Step in quickly. We've already verified that. She's refusing to move. Marcus turned his head slightly, just enough to acknowledge him. Move from her assigned seat? He asked.
I like this
The
way.
question wasn't loud.
I like
landed
these.
pressure. Ryan's mouth opened, closed. Victoria jumped in before he could answer. She's being disruptive, she said sharply. We've all seen it. She's holding up the flight, arguing with crew, recording everything like it's some kind of performance. Marcus looked at her, really looked this time. The tone, the way she spoke, the conclusion had already been decided. Then he glanced at Elena. A silent exchange. They were reading the same thing. Elena stepped slightly closer to Emily. Ma'am, would you be willing to step off the aircraft with us so we can sort this out at the gate? It was reasonable, neutral, professional. The kind of request that didn't assign blame, but moved the problem out of sight. The cabin held its breath. This was the moment. Emily looked at Elena, at Marcus, then around the room again. The faces, the expectation. They were asking, not just to step off, to take the situation with her so everything else could go back quiet. She nodded once. Okay. A ripple moved through the cabin. Relief. Tension releasing. Victoria, satisfied again. Smile returning to her lips. Order restored. Narrative intact. Turned away. Already done with. But passed back to Emily. Thank you, he said. Their eyes met for a second, and something unspoken passed between them. Recognition. Not of who she was, but of what this was. Emily reached down, picked up her bag. Smooth, controlled. As she stepped into the aisle, the space parted around her. Not out of respect, out of discomfort. People avoided her eyes now. Not all. The gray-haired woman in row 2 held her gaze, steady, unapologetic. Emily returned it. Then she walked, one step at a time, past Victoria, who didn't look at her, past Ryan, who couldn't, past Captain Brooks, who didn't try. The cameras followed her, every movement captured, every second recorded. As she reached the front of the aircraft, her phone buzzed softly in her hand.
I know.
A message flashed across the screen. She glanced. No reaction. Contained. What this was about to be, it was no longer the aircraft, the air, not physically, different. Bright terminal lights that didn't soften anything. No leather seats, no curated silence, just movement, noise, and eyes that didn't belong to the same contained world she had just left. But the attention followed her. It didn't stay on the plane. It spilled out. People near the gate had already started gathering, not close enough to interfere, close enough to watch. Phones raised, voices low but urgent. That's her. She's the one.
It's all in one place where it's just a hop, a skip, and a win.
Markets and not teaching, not just guiding, professional. But even Marcus could feel this wasn't a routine removal, not anymore. Ma'am, he said quietly once they cleared the jet bridge, we're just going to verify a few things here. And they nodded. Of course.
Yeah.
No resistance, no edge.
Okay, I wasn't talking for a minute when I tried to walk in.
A supervisor was already waiting. Late 40s, sharp posture, name badge, Karen Holt.
I have to go. Who wants to?
Pass before anyone spoke.
Hey, I could.
Let me see that.
Oh my!
She said.
I probably
Brisk,
could.
efficient, already assuming
Hey.
authority. Emily handed it over. Karen examined it quickly, then again, slower this time.
Yeah.
Her eyes flicked up at Emily, then back down. then toward Marcus. Simply. Karen pressed her lips together. That may be, she said, tone tightening, but the crew reported non-compliance. That's a separate issue. Separate. Convenient. Amber tilted her head slightly. What non-compliance? She asked. Karen didn't answer. You were asked to move, she said.
Dang it.
From my assigned seat.
Bruh.
Karen's expression hardened. From a situation that was escalating. It escalated because I was asked to give up my seat. A beat. Karen didn't answer. The crowd thickened. More tones, more whispers. Tuning, live streaming. A businessman typed into his phone. Already. Marcus noticed. So did Karen. We're not doing this here, Karen said sharply. Ma'am, you have two options. You can be rebooked on a later flight, or you can leave the terminal. There was not a solution, a dismissal. Emily, and for the first time, there was something different in her eyes. Calm, just calm, precision.
Dang it.
Emily said,
Bruh.
voice quiet, steady. After confirming I had a valid first-class ticket, Karen crossed her arms. I'm asking you to comply with airline policy. Heavy. The aircraft door remained open.
Dang
Passengers
it.
still boarding.
He did
Some
good.
stopped,
I have to get better.
watching. The story was spreading in real time. Emily's phone buzzed again. This time, she didn't ignore it. She glanced down. A message. Then another. Then another. The screen filled with notifications. Names, numbers, alerts stacking faster than they could be read. Marcus noticed the shift. So did Karen. Is there something I need to take care of? Karen asked, impatience creeping in. Emily looked up. No, she said. Then, after a few, but there is something you can. Karen told me. What's that supposed to mean? Emily didn't answer. She reached into her bag instead. Slow. The crowd leaned in again.
Dang it. Bruh.
Not just watching, waiting. She pulled out a slim black laptop, set it gently on the counter. The screen lit up. Clean, minimal, not cluttered with apps or distractions. Just one interface. Marcus's eyes narrowed slightly. Karen's irritation flickered into something else. Uncertainty. Emily rested her fingers lightly on the keyboard. Then she looked up. At Karen. At Marcus. At the glowing behind them. And when she spoke, her voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. You might want to call your corporate office, she said. A pause. Just long enough. Because in about 5 minutes, Emily added, this situation isn't going to this gate anymore. Silence. Not confusion. Not yet. Just a moment before everything changes. Of course, I laughed. You're threatening the airline now. Reclaiming her posture, her authority. Emily didn't react to the tone. Her fingers moved across the keyboard. Precise. You refuse to comply. That's the only position you're in right now. The crowd behind
Tim whispered. She recorded in silence. The tension didn't break. It stretched. Emily turned the laptop slightly. Not enough for everyone to see. Just contracts. Numbers that didn't look like numbers people casually did. Karen leaned forward without realizing it. What is that? She asked. Emily met her eyes. Your routing system, she said. A beep. Karen blinked. Excuse me? Emily tapped once. The screen shifted. A list of active. Predict. Belongs to my company. Silence didn't fall. It collapsed. Around the noise between the pages was something distant, irrelevant. Even the passengers still boarding slowly, watching from the aircraft door. Ryan appeared at the edge of the gate and followed the situation out. He stopped mid-step. Victoria stood just behind him, her confidence finally cracking, her eyes narrowing as she tried to understand what she was seeing. Emily didn't listen. My name is Emily Carter, she said, CEO of Aerodyne Systems. The words didn't rise, they landed. Heavy, final, unavoidable. Karen's face drained with color. Marcus exhaled slowly under his breath. Everything rearranged in a single second. Every assumption, every decision, every word had been spoken. Karen straightened we didn't realize. I know. Emily said. It works. I'm rushed. Delayed right now, she said, glancing quickly toward the aircraft. Not because of me. Decisions made
I can beat
this
that too.
Karen swallowed.
Okay.
Get her back.
I will be
I'll take my
talking
seat now,
too.
she said.
I am locked in. I couldn't beat it.
A
Nothing.
Marcus stepped
I
back
couldn't
without
beat it.
Karen didn't move fast enough.
We will be
Quickly corrected
playing.
herself,
We'll
clearing
be
the space.
playing still a
From the
brain
plane,
rot.
all eyes followed as Emily walked back
After
up the
this,
jet bridge, step by step.
we be
Same
playing
pace,
blade
same
ball.
climb, but nothing about the movement was the
Bye.
same anymore.